athletes tear their pec even when I've told them not to. Don't do flat bench. And they still did. And especially at 400 pounds, 500 pounds, and then lo and behold, torn pec.
So just a specific moment, like motion and angle of where it's
just flat barbell press is more likely to tear your pec over any other exercise.
And it's so interesting because that's like a staple right off the bat that everybody says.
So what do I do instead?
So we got some training questions moving into some of that. Why don't you, I've noticed this myself too, but why don't you have any of your athletes flat bench?
It's a good question. I discussed it off and on for the last 20 years. Anytime I've seen an injury to someone's pec, it's always had to be around a flat barbell press. I feel like bodybuilders are more likely to tear their pec on that over any other exercise. I have seen it on an incline too, but not as much. But I keep my athletes away from barbell flat bench because of that. I've had athletes tear their pec even when I've told them not to. Don't do flat bench. And they still did. And especially at 400 pounds, 500 pounds, and then lo and behold, torn pec.
So just a specific moment, like motion and angle of where it's
just flat barbell press is more likely to tear your pec over any other exercise.
And it's so interesting because that's like a staple right off the bat that everybody says.
So what do I do instead? I use dumbbells for my athletes. I'll use machines and it doesn't happen. But when you go, especially when you start going heavy, over 350, 400 pounds, there's some tightness in there and it's just an anatomically awkward position and boom, torn pec.
So kind of moving into the next one, do you like barbells for any other any exercises? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like it for bent over rows, overhand, underhand, barbell rows. I like to use it for if we're incorporating deads, whether it's off the ground or partials.
Okay.
I like that. I feel that they're definitely barbell squats, all of those things. But if you really want to minimize the likelihood of getting a pec injury, stay away from flat barbell press. If you want to do some kind of flat, use a machine or use dumbbells. That's my recommendation. I like dumbbells also because, and I think there was a question regarding dumbbells, right? Yes. What was the question?
The question about dumbbells, let me pull that up really quick, is more or less that one was just about dumbbells versus barbells, which is kind of what we're talking about right here.
Okay, so the reason why I'm a huge fan of dumbbells is because it really allows the ancillary body parts to kick in. So, for example, dumbbell shoulder press. Why do I like that better than barbell shoulder press? Same thing. I don't think you're going to end up hurting your shoulder per se as much, but it's really just your arms, your forearms, your triceps, all of the different areas around, just outside of just your basic deltoid, is also going to work. Just getting the weight up, doing all of those ancillary items. Your body really tends to grow from using those dumbbells. And I feel that dumbbell incline presses, dumbbell shoulder presses, dumbbell flies, all of those things really kick in a lot of those ancillary movements, especially when you really try to go heavier. And again, use proper form, but you're going to allow your body to grow in a lot of different regions, not just the area that you're trying to concentrate on for that particular workout.
Do you think you also, it's just being able to adjust your angles a tiny bit more and not to be locked into one specific linear, grip? Do you think does that assist in it as well, or does that not make too much of a difference?
It does, because you can start using different angles on the same set. So, for example, I'm a big power neutral grip press on incline. You see me do that with a ton of athletes because I really like to hit that upper chest. So we can go from a basic palms forward all the way to a power / neutral grip, which is palms facing, and do a press, whether it's flat or incline, from one exercise right to the other. And you can get more variation out of it using dumbbells than you can with a barbell.